Hello, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time, welcome. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below. This will help my channel grow. In this video, I'll be going over the book Show Your Work by Kleon, and I'll dive into key ideas, a summary of the book, and at the end, I'll do a book review. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Now, these are the topics that I'll be covering in this video. I'll give you the 10 lessons that I learned from this book, and then I'll do my review at the end. What I ended up doing for this book is I wrote quotes along the margins of the book. I turned these into these quotes that you see using craft paper and white ink and a brush. I ended up dividing all of the quotes, which I ended up with about 59 of them, into 10 main lessons or 10 key ideas that I learned from this book. And here are those key ideas. I think these are all pretty self-explanatory, but if you're unsure about any of these, please leave a comment down below and I can provide more clarification. Starting with number 1, embrace your creativity and passion. For this topic, I grouped the following quotes together. Make art for art, shout it loud, make your case, strive for the sake of striving, and make it for yourself. Key idea number 2, openness and sharing. For this topic, I made 6 quotes, and those are: be a fan first, learn in the open, show your work, show the process, share your treasures, and give away free stuff in exchange for emails. Key idea number 3, mindset, attitude, and sustainability. For this topic, I made 5 quotes, and these are: take your best shot, make that money, get over it and sell out, don't take it personal, and there are no rules. Key idea number 4, engage with your audience and community. Find your knuckleballers, hearts, not minds. Meet in real life. Nurture your coven and respect the email. Key idea number 5, strategy and practicality. For this idea, I did 6 quotes, and these are: your work does not exist in a vacuum. You have to be findable. If you like something, then like it and don't be embarrassed by it. Online, everyone can contribute. Always be a student and ask yourself, what is the point of your work? Key idea number 6, authenticity and vulnerability. For this topic, I made 5 quotes, and those are: wear your amateurism on your sleeve. It's all about structure. Become obsessed. You are not your job. And show your heart on the sleeve. Key idea number 7, persistence and hard work. For this lesson, I did 5 quotes, and these are: one day at a time, keep momentum, don't quit prematurely, play until the 4th quarter, and pay your dues. Key idea number 8, giving credit and building relationships. For this key idea, I made 4 quotes, and those are: you owe a debt, pass it on, give credit, extol those who came before you. Key idea number 9, test your surroundings for vampires. Your time is finite, and every day is an extra day. And finally, key idea number 10, rest and renewal. For this key idea, I made 2 quotes, and those are: take a sabbatical and walk away. Now let's move on to a book review. In this section, I'll cover the following topics: about the book, the strengths of the book, my personal gripes with the book, who should and should not read and pick up this book, and finally, a rating out of 5. So about the book. The book Show Your Work is a book by Kleon, which was published in 2014. And it is a guide for anyone who wants to share their creativity with the world. In the book, Kleon argues that if you want to be noticed, it is not enough to be good at what you do, you also have to be seen. Kleon encourages the readers to share their work online, and most importantly, to document their process, not just the final product. The book is part of a trilogy that includes Kleon's other books, such as Steal Like an Artist and keep going, which I highly recommend. What I love about this book is that it is written in a casual, accessible style with hand-drawn illustrations and a conversational tone that makes it easy to read and digest. As a matter of fact, I took a lot of these influences in the making of this presentation, as you can see by some of the design elements up here. This book is divided into 3 main sections, each focusing on a different aspect of sharing your work. In other words, these are the 3 main big ideas that I think a reader can get from this book. Don't wait until you know who you are to start making things. Think process, not product. And share something small every day. Let's move on to the strengths of the book. The book has several strengths, including it encourages self-promotion, it inspires creativity. What I think is the most important is that it emphasizes the process of making something, offers actionable steps to show your work, and what I think is the biggest strength is that it is engaging and easy to read. What are some of my gripes, or what do I think are some of the shortcomings of the book? Well, I think the book has several weaknesses, including it only offers surface level advice. There's a lot of repetition of ideas, as you were able to tell from my own quotes. One of the biggest weaknesses, I think, is that it is not content specific, and people can look at that as a strength. But there are a lot of creatives who are focused on a specific area, maybe photography, painting, graphic design, video editing. And so because it does not offer anything content specific, I think there is a little bit of a shortcoming there. Moving on, there are not enough examples of overcoming challenges, which I think the book Keep Going by the same author covers this very well. It is not structured for specific goals. In other words, it will not teach you how to gain 1,000 followers on Instagram or 1,000 followers on YouTube. And what I think is probably the biggest weakness, even though it might be a little bit counterintuitive to some of the advice it offers, is that there is a lack of monetization tips. This book will not teach you how to make money from art. Granted, the title of the book does not lead the reader to believe that there will be some monetization tips. I think if the author were to devote a chapter to how he made his money or how he was able to monetize his artistic skills, it would give a little bit of an insight into that. Because at the end of the day, I think it is very important for any creative to get paid anything for their work, especially if you're doing it for somebody. Who should and should not read this book? I think the following people should read and pick up this book. Creatives, whether you're trained academically or not, students, entrepreneurs, especially creative entrepreneurs, and individuals interested in personal development, especially in a creative field. Who would I advise against reading this book? A creative who has it all figured out. If you're a person who already has thousands of followers on social media platforms, if you're already making money from your creative work, I don't think this book is for you, because you probably already know these tips and are practicing these tips. Now, that's not to say they would not benefit from this. Who else should not read this book? People looking for content specific tips. If you're a writer, painter, graphic designer, and you want to get specific tips within those fields, this book is not for you. And lastly, a complex reader who is looking for advanced vocabulary and ideas. Because the book is written in a very friendly way, if you want to be challenged with ideas and high vocabulary, this book is not for you. What is my overall rating for this book? I give this book a 4.5 out of 5. It is a must read for any creative who is finding their way in this digital world, wants inspiration, doesn't know where to start. I highly recommend this book. As a matter of fact, I think this book is the reason why I have taken my YouTube channel a lot more serious. I try to upload once every 2 weeks and stay consistent because of this book. So if you like this video, if it helped you out, please like and subscribe. Please follow me on my Instagram. There's a link down below. And please leave a comment, as it does help with the algorithm. Until next time, have a good day.